the Dyatlov Pass Incident. 9 experienced hikers set out for a snowy mountain trek and never returned alive. When rescuers found them, the scene was beyond comprehension. Tents slashed from the inside, bodies scattered half naked in the snow, strange injuries, and traces of radiation. This is the Dyatlov Pass Incident, and 65 years later, it's still unsolved. Part 1. The journey begins. In January 1959, 10 young hikers from the Ural Polytechnic Institute in the Soviet Union began a challenging expedition to Oterten Mountain. Led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, the group was experienced and well prepared for the journey. They carried skis, heavy winter gear, food supplies, everything needed for a multi-day trek in freezing conditions. One member, Yuri Yudin, fell ill early in the trip and turned back, a decision that would ultimately save his life. Part 2. The last night. On February 1st, the group set up camp on the slope of Kholat Syakhl, the Mountain of the Dead in the local Mansi language. For reasons still unknown, they pitched their tent in an exposed area instead of sheltering in the forest below. That night, something happened. Something so terrifying that the hikers cut their way out of the tent from the inside and fled into the snow, leaving boots, coats, and equipment behind. Part 3. The search and discovery. When the hikers didn't return, search teams were sent out. On February 26th, rescuers found the tent, collapsed, half buried in snow, and eerily silent. The cuts in the fabric clearly came from the inside. Footprints, barefoot and in socks, led into the forest. The first 2 bodies were found under a cedar tree, barefoot and dressed only in underwear. Nearby, the remains of a small campfire suggested they had tried to survive in the freezing night. Part 4. The mystery deepens. 3 more bodies were found between the cedar tree and the tent, as if they had tried to crawl back to camp. But the final 4 hikers wouldn't be discovered until 2 months later, buried under several meters of snow in a ravine. These last victims had injuries no one could explain: crushed ribs, fractured skulls, yet no external wounds. One woman's tongue was missing. Even stranger, traces of radiation were found on their clothes. Part 5. Theories and controversy. Over the decades, theories have ranged from avalanche to military testing, from secret KGB operations to a Yeti attack. Some believe the hikers were caught in a weapons test gone wrong, their bodies later staged to hide the truth. Others point to rare natural phenomena, infrasound from strong winds causing panic and disorientation. But none of these explanations fit every detail. Part 6. The unsettling legacy. To this day, no official cause of death fully explains the Dyatlov Pass Incident. The site has become a place of pilgrimage for adventurers and conspiracy theorists alike. And perhaps the most haunting thought is this: whatever happened on that mountain, the 9 hikers saw it with their own eyes and took the secret to their graves. If you were camping on that mountain and something terrified you enough to run barefoot into a snowstorm, what do you think it was? Let me know in the comments.